episode, we're going to be doing the UFC 261 pay-per-view. It is here. We're going to be in the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. And this pay-per-view's main event, by the way, give this the spoiler, will be for the what in the world just happened. Oh, that's what happened. Anyway, the main event for the show is going to be headlined by the welterweight champion Gilbert Burns, as he takes on Mickey Gall in one of the most botched openings we have ever had to a stream. Yeah. And I'm extremely excited to be back, truly. I missed you guys. This has been honestly just a crazy week for me, but I'm glad to be here, and I'm just kind of glad that fun awaits.
Between Jorge Masvidal.
Alright folks, we're going to be kicking things off here in the lightweight division. The lightweight championship is on the line. The champion, Jorge Masvidal, will defend the belt against ranked number 1 Evan Dunham, who's 2-1. Let's see how this goes.
Right, here we are in the brick city, Newark, New Jersey, inside Prudential Center.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. And what's up to the two people in the stream? Welcome, welcome.
Knockout back in the day. We'll see who shines in front of this capacity crowd tonight.
This is a great,
you know, for Jorge Masvidal, he needs this win badly to like cement that he is a true lightweight champion. And what is up, T.Y.? Welcome, welcome. That all the championship fights tonight are are all 5-round fights. Oh, a nice little jab. So we're in for what I think should be an absolute treat tonight. So the headline by what I feel is two of the best welterweights that we've seen in Gilbert Burns and Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall was a champion all the way through UFC 3. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how this goes. But Evan Dunham actually bopping. I say bopping because he's been punching out the lights kind of like Jorge Masvidal. Masvidal does a great job of using the arm right there and the forearm. There we go. Sorry, I was like, what is that again? The forearm to actually bash in the jaw of Evan Dunham out there on the cage just a few moments ago. Oh, the uppercut. I'm telling you, how many fighters have we seen walk into that uppercut in the series? It's like a consistent thing. These fighters just can never seem to avoid that uppercut. Yeah, we've seen a number of title changes. This is like the record high here in UFC 4 for title changes that we've had. At least 7 title changes per show. Oh, nice little... That was a great roundhouse kick. He's got Jorge Masvidal stunned. The two-piece connects. He needs to keep going with the combinations. He cannot stop. When you have Masvidal hurt, you have to be aggressive. You have to take advantage. If not, when he comes back, it could be game over. That was a nice front kick. It seems to be that both these guys are kind of jockeying for that position, you know?
Damage now with the kick. That's a miss.
There's no tell on that leg kick.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
See, Masvidal's trying to go for combinations, but they're just so far away. Like, these guys aren't necessarily engaging too close to each other.
And he's looking for that left hand.
What is up to the third person in the stream? Welcome, welcome.
30 seconds to go.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range.
See, again, Masvidal just goes for those, you know, some great offensive tools, but they're just so far away. It's
10 seconds to go.
Not really working for him. Evan Dunham seems a little bit scared to compete. Not to compete, but to get to close the distance, so to speak.
All right, second round underway.
Both guys touch gloves. By the way, folks, Halloween, we will have a Dead by Daylight stream. I think I'll do kind of forward, you know, a little bit spooky. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of tell you guys that. Like I said, both guys, the champ and the challenger, both not really one of the closest, but what a great roundhouse from Evan Dunham. And Masvidal stunned, but again, he's not following up with combinations. He's not putting it together. And it's allowed Masvidal, or at least that was a two-piece, but it's allowed Masvidal to kind of recover quickly.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. And now he's got
When you get kneed in the face, I can only imagine how painful that is.
Well, we told you off the top, he had the reach advantage, and you saw it right there with that punch.
Let's ask Ben Askren. He's been meeting the face before.
Single collar tie here. Dunham's
Tony
knee
Ferguson is
blocked.
the type of guy to challenge a man news with.
Stuffs that takedown
I mean, you
attempt
got to
without
understand,
issue.
Tony Ferguson is rightfully annoyed with Khabib's retirement, because Khabib has rightfully ducked Tony Ferguson at least for the last like 2
Lifts on the
years.
right hand.
So, yeah, I can agree with that sentiment of Tony Ferguson not necessarily being too happy
Well,
about
he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of
Khabib's
solid
retirement.
combinations.
It's because he's not committing to his bullets.
What's up, WGP, man?
He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting
Except Evan Dunham here.
right hand.
See, there we go, utilizing the knees, trying to push him up towards the cage. That's smart. We haven't seen a lot of fighters do that. But honestly, Evan Dunham won round number 1, 10-9 for me. And kind of the same here so far.
Good action that comes from him throwing that kick.
I feel like Masvidal's playing too secure.
Back and forth we go.
Oh, nice uppercut.
Just out of range with that left hook.
And these guys are fighting, and they don't want to close the distance. It's a very weird stance, you know. It doesn't make sense to me. You know, this is a championship fight, and both guys it's clear both guys are a little bit scared that they want to keep distance. They don't want to get too close to each other.
Dunham's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is starting to bleed a little bit now. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round 1, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his
nice
rhythm,
knees
found
to the
range.
face, or
We'll
knee
see
to
if
the
he can
face, that
continue
means.
with more activity here in round 2. 10 minutes in the books.
I think if they're smart, the UFC makes it a tournament. Because we haven't seen one in so long, I think it actually could be pretty cool to do that.
These are the types of fights that makes it so
You could have Tony Ferguson in there, you could have Conor in there, you could have Dustin Poirier in there, and something like that. And you could even put Gaethje back in there. And I don't really feel like Gaethje got beaten up too bad. I feel like give him a month or two and he's fine. And you make it a Grand Prix, and you have it on a pay-per-view.
Right on the button.
And it wouldn't be a Grand Prix, but it would be a.
So he's really starting to put together some
Both fighters
significant
or all
body
fighters will at
shots
least
here.
fight
These are gonna take
once,
their
and
toll as this fight
they could
goes on.
potentially see Conor fight twice. Oh, nice uppercut! He got him.
I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent
He tagged him with that one.
shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, he might be out.
Could we potentially see a round number 3? Oh my gosh, that roundhouse.
Comes through with a big knee.
That knee hurt him.
Got him again. He's actually getting him with a lot of kicks to the head.
Good right hand.
I will say Evan Dunham is fast on the jab.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach.
Yeah, I do feel like that. I mean, I do feel that he's got to try to finagle his way into a title.
And there comes the separation now. Changes his stance.
I feel like that would be better for him.
Masvidal's got the tie clinch now. Oh, and he connects there. His hands look good to him.
So fast. I mean, this guy has tremendous hand speed.
Oh, nice slip there. Great head movement overall by this
But
guy.
also, even then, you know, when I look at the
Side to side, it really
at the
mixes up
lightweight
motion
division,
and she moves.
and well, at least what Khabib has faced, I can't really name anyone
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his
besides
feet or
Conor
what it is,
that I
but
felt
these
was
last
actually
couple of rounds, he's been far more
an
aggressive,
important
a lot
fight
more
in that
pressure.
29
Oh, he's really
career,
starting to light him up now.
in that 29 career like win thing he had. You know, that whole pound for pound system is such baloney. People who actually care about that stupid pound for pound thing, I think is stupid. Because then you got guys like Demetrius Johnson, who was champion for like over 1,000 something days, and he's not even. I think he's like what, ranked 4 on that list. It blows my mind.
Just misses there with the left.
You know, if we're going by title reigns and impressive victories, I mean, the guy the guy was the flyweight division for like 5 years. You know,
30 seconds remain in the round.
It's said that he should be because Usman hasn't fought anyone else, and even Dana, I know, after Masvidal lost to Usman, said that Burns was still the challenger, which is why I think they're holding off on Colby Covington. I think that's why they want Covington to fight like one more person. Oh yeah, they want Covington to fight Masvidal, I think, and that way that'll buy them time for Burns and Usman to fight, and then that way they can book the next. Because honestly, after those two fights, there really is no more contenders for Usman. I look at Kamaru Usman as like the Daniel Cormier of the welterweight division. They have very similar fighting styles. What is up, TFB man? How's it going? And I know for you guys, only having 2 streams is kind of weird, or at least 2 things of content is kind of weird. But the goal is to eventually add a 3rd show or a 3rd series. It's just I'm not really buying any other games this year because I'm not getting the PS5 this year. I'm gonna stay with PS4. Oh my God, the head kick! And Dunham needs to strike, do something. You actually finally knocked down the champion. It took to round number 4.
Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Evan Dunham could possibly provide a massive upset.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head, or he's going to get blasted. He's going to start looking to try.
He's got him to choke. This is going to. Yeah, he's going to go for the rear naked. He might actually get this off. I mean, he could potentially tap him out.
He's doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Israel Adesanya has beaten Yoel Romero, who, by the way, was on a losing streak. I want to put that out. He was on a losing streak, so didn't even really earn the title shots. You had a guy who wasn't in his best form. You beat him. Congratulations. Then you beat Paulo Costa, who was only a knockout guy, which is completely different from Adesanya's style. Okay, so that was a mismatch for him, and actually did really well putting him out early. So, great performance there. If he beats Whitaker again, I don't think he should move to lightweight, because I feel like there are some other potential challengers. I feel like if you're the champion, until you lose the belt, why would you want to move up? Why not dominate a division? You know, longest reigning champion, something like that. You know?
Alright, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is
Kelvin.
That fair to say?
Oh, Gastelum. He beat Gastelum for the title? I don't think Gastelum ever got the title.
Especially if you are fighting someone
I don't think he did.
Understand that they're not in as much
I think he beat Gastelum on like the way up to the belt.
It's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really put some damage.
But what a lot of people don't understand is the UFC records are kind of garbage. Like, Israel Adesanya legitimately has over like 70 wins under his like martial arts column. He's got like 70 wins in like kickboxing or some crazy thing like that, and like 1 loss in there.
And now Masvidal's hook to the body was blocked. Right idea, wrong execution.
It was for the interim belt. Okay, so yeah, that counts too. So he also beat Kelvin Gastelum for the interim belt, and then beat Whitaker. Yeah, honestly, I was kind of rooting for Jared Cannonier, just to see a fresh face. No offense to Robert Whitaker. I think Robert Whitaker is like a phenomenal fighter. Surprisingly, this is the opening bout, and these guys just have refused to like capitalize on each other, and it's kind of saddening because you see the skills of both these fighters, and this is made to a disappointing lightweight bout. And honestly, what I'm going to start doing, folks, is if I feel that certain guys haven't earned title shots, I'm not going to put them in a championship match. I feel like I've been too nice with that. But and I feel that, you know, these guys have to actually earn it, build up their records, things like that. Same thing with the flyweight division. Do you think Yoel was done? Yes and no. I feel like they should use Yoel as a gatekeeper. And if he does well after a couple fights of that,
Back to the left
then
hand now.
you
Unable
put
to
him back into that, like, you know, big spot contention. Because he is a big name. And he will draw some money. Honestly, folks, I believe that the title is definitely changing hands here. In my opinion, I have Evan Dunham winning this 50-45. I give Evan Dunham 10s across the board. Because, let's be honest now, Jorge Masvidal has not came from. Look at this. They're so afraid to engage. And, you know, I know we get fights like this. It happens. But, like, in a fight where both these men are like, so cautious that it's almost hurting them.
Great flow right now. He's got to be careful. Dipping his head when he's throwing that jab. More clinches.
But who would you guys actually like to see Adesanya face, though? John Jones or, like, or Jan Blachowicz? I think that's how you say it.
And eventually him switch it up with a big knee to the head.
Technically, I've been watching UFC since 06.
15 seconds.
I've been watching UFC technically since 06, but I was very on and off. I think when I full-time started watching, like, full-time, like, whenever they had the show, I was there. I would have to say 2014.
Ladies and gentlemen.
See, I know a lot of people actually want Jones, but I kind of would rather see him go against Blachowicz, because Blachowicz has been, like, blowing smoke towards everybody. You know, he wants the smoke from everyone. Yeah, I could have easily seen Evan Dunham winning this new champion. A little bit disappointed with this fight. I'm not even gonna try to sugarcoat it with you guys. I thought that this fight could have been a lot better.
So there he is, the newly minted UFC lightweight
but Jorge Masvidal losing the belt won't get a rematch. As you guys know, that's the new thing now. If you don't get a rematch if you don't win. Like, there is no underground. Underground will be meant for people with losing records. Fight night will be a little bit more intense now. But next up, folks, the men's bantamweight championship is on the line. Dominic Cruz takes on ranked number 4 Marlon Moraes. Dominic Cruz, by the way, is 11-6. Marlon Moraes 3-2. It's up next. Boom.
Dominic Cruz and Marlon Moraes.
Yan versus Israel is a super fight. Yeah, and I feel like you could do no. I'm kind of tired of double belt champions. I feel like the winner would have to forfeit one belt, though. Like, they would be considered the double champ and everything. But I feel, oh my God! Wow, a spinning round. That is how you get a fight started. Marlon Moraes firing a warning shot off on Dominic Cruz. The men's bantamweight title on the line right here tonight in the Prudential Center. But you can also say the same thing about Israel, about Adesanya and Jones, because that's still technically, you know, that would be a mega super fight, except without a title. You know, so I feel like Dana White doesn't have a problem, but maybe he could book both of them. Maybe. Like, if Adesanya beats Blachowicz, then he could face Jones, then he'd have to go up another weight class, though. Because now John Jones is also going up to heavyweight. And he's been training, I don't know if you guys are on Twitter or anything, but he's been training with all those fights for in the weight room and stuff. So that would also be interesting.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Beautiful technique on the straight.
So it'd be a little bit interesting to see how that plays out. But how are these knees still, like, I'm about to say, Marlon Moraes needs to move or something. He's been kneed for at least 3 times in the abdominal, and that is not a fun time. As a person who's been kneed in the abdomen, it makes you want to puke. Beautiful hip toss. And you've seen how smart that was. It was a great awareness from Dominic Cruz, who was all about moving out and avoiding him getting caught in the Kimura. And now he's going to go for the guillotine, and a very interesting position here. What do you think about Hall versus Silva? it's a fight night fight I can care less about.
He might get a finish here.
You know, if I'm being honest, Uriah Hall is cool when he's on screen. Anderson Silva, maybe 10 years ago, would have been interesting.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
So yeah, I don't really care much for Silva and Uriah Hall.
These type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks.
And it's interesting too because, you know, looking at it, it's not that, you know, Anderson Silva sucks now. It's just the name is not as marquee as it was 10 years ago. Hell, I would even say 12, 13 years ago. 2007, I think, was a good spot for that.
Round 2 is here. Dominic Cruz versus Marlon Moraes.
Round number 1 was interesting. I'm gonna give. That's a tough one because Dominic Cruz had some big spots, but so did Marlon Moraes. Honestly, that you could put that 10-9 Cruz or 10-9 Moraes, to be honest with you. Yeah, I agree. But again, I feel like a lot of people actually really don't like Michael Bisping. I find him hilarious. Like whenever he's around, you know, it's about to go down. Because, you know, he may talk a lot of crap, but a lot of it is very true crap, though. You know, like he's not saying anything that is not like incorrect. Like he's called people out who have taken the steroids, who have, you know, tried to cheat in some type of way. Or people who had beaten him because of using the steroids. You know, you look at a guy like Michael Bisping, who has an amazing right hand. Can you imagine if in the era when they were taking all those performance enhancement drugs and stuff, can you imagine if he was one of them? Like, he would have won a lot more fights, folks. And a lot more quick, and done it quicker, too. I think people really forget just how good he is when he talks so much crap, you know? And what is up, Brandon? Welcome. As we got a guillotine in here, it's locked in pretty decently, and Dominic has got a fun way to get out of this. He's in danger of tap out here in the second round to lose the belt. We already seen one title change here. Dominic Cruz able to get out of that. Now he's in the north-south position.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Okay, that's side control. Both guys trying to willfully get the Kimura lock. And in great position to do so too, by the way.
You are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter. You're potentially playing with fire. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
I wouldn't say you're playing with fire. I mean, if you know, I actually can't agree with that because Marlon Moraes is a guy who can flip out submissions left and right.
He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Sound strike on the ground.
If anyone actually expected Justin Gaethje to win that fight, I didn't expect that fight to go past the first round. And it's no knock to Justin Gaethje. The problem is, no one of these fighters who have faced Khabib ever trained in actual, like, extensive wrestling and extensive jiu-jitsu. Collegiate wrestling does not mean anything. Like, I'm sorry, when you have a guy who is 3 times above basic, like, you know, basic jiu-jitsu black belts and stuff, that means you have to train extensively for that. Khabib has a chin made of glass. I think people forget that. That is truly, Khabib truly has a chin made of glass. What is up, the Dean? And Khabib versus, honestly, that fight 5 years ago would have been cool. Hell, even 3 years ago. When did he fight Bisping and like came back? And I still think he was on steroids. Like, no offense to GSP, but bro, you've been caught with. Once you get caught with steroids, it's kind of hard to believe that you're not using it after that.
With his ground and pound, and this guy shows that same exact type of approach.
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation.
2017, yeah, you know, 3 years ago, I'd be like, oh, that fight is at least, that is a money, like, that is a dream fight. Did Khabib, yeah, Khabib retired. Honestly, I just hope people don't, like, overhype Khabib. If you look at the people he's beaten, Khabib pulled the Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather's had, like, a legitimate 10 opponents that have actually been, like, name-worthy. I'm like, oh, this guy could beat him. Khabib had like 5 that were like name-worthy, and I'm not knocking either Floyd nor Khabib. You know, winning is hard in those sports, and I respected sports. But I don't think, does boxing have a pound-for-pound thing, or like a champions list of all time? Do they have that? I'm sorry, I really thought boxing died like 5 years ago. Until I remember seeing ESPN have like this free Manny Pacquiao fight in Australia. I was like, oh, it's still alive. Wow. Unfortunately, boxing really needs to promote themselves better. That is the one thing I say. If boxing can promote themselves, back when like Roy Jones was in there and Tyson and stuff, man, boxing I think would be a lot more popular. The games, I didn't even know they made games for them. Like that, like I knew they did back in the early 2000s. I had one of them, like Fight Night Round 3 was popular in like 05. But I didn't know that, like, I thought they stopped after that. Oh, nice punch. A Superman punch too.
Doing a good job of keeping the guard high.
Look at those shots. These are stiff shots. You know, I will say this fight has been very, very well. And Francis versus Masvidal, that's an unfair fight. That would never happen. That's Ngannou would have to drop to.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does.
Ngannou would have to drop to middleweight.
Really does test the metal of the guy inside of the octagon.
Unless they were going to do like some.
Effective punch there by Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, they'd have to do some open weight. I have the last Fight Night games made. What year was that made, Brandon?
One and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the.
You know, I really do wish I still had an Xbox or like a 360, or if it works. I would actually boot that up to play college football again. Good stuff. 2009, Jesus, it's been forever.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape, or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, trying to pass here.
So that kind of shows you that, you know.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying
what
to
is this?
off the bottom.
I think he's going for the Kimura.
Oh. That usually makes you tap.
Beautiful count. What a beautiful counter. What, I couldn't even speak there. Wow. When you have your back towards the ground, this was oh my God, it's over. It's over. New champ. If he doesn't tap, he's going to break the shoulder. Marlon Moraes, the new bantamweight champion. 2 title changes right here tonight. Wow. Marlon Moraes with a huge victory, a submission in the 4th round to get it done. Impressive. This was a crazy battle here in the bantamweight division. Yeah, the owner of Sport Games. Yeah, TJ sucks. TJ does suck. PS3. Yeah. EA is a very heartless corporation. Champion of the world. Honestly, Marlon Moraes should be, you know, ecstatic. This was, you know, impressive. And good job to Marlon Moraes, man. He's really earned it. He had to work his way tremendously. Took all the good stuff away. Yeah, yeah. Next up, folks, is going to be in the women's flyweight division. The breakout star here in the UFC, Mila Wineland, who's 7-2, the champ, takes on ranked number 1 Caitlin Kukagan, or Kukagan. There you go. It's up next, right here on UFC 261. Ready, fight. Ready, fight.
Ready, fight.
Herb Dean, the man calling the action. Refereeing the action, I should say. You know, Mila Wineland, who not many people expected her to just, you know, rise to glory the way she did. She really went in and she put the whole division on notice here in the flyweight division, and she made that statement in the tournament that she was ready for the title. He lost that first game. Oof.
Beautiful strike.
Brandon, I'm big sad for you, man.
Oh, nice.
But, you know, Mila Wineland, if she beats Caitlin Kukagan, I think people need to really start taking her seriously. You know, we know that the next potential challenger for her to be her toughest if she is to beat Kukagan, but what an uppercut in that combination. She's down. The champ is down. Caitlin Kukagan going for an early knockout potentially. They're brawling on the cage. Great takedown. It was a great hip toss. Are we looking for an early championship title change right here?
Is meant to land, and every punch is meant to start or finish.
I don't think it's over yet. Oh, it may be over. Mila Wineland may be getting pushed to the limit here. The arm triangle.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Oh, this could be it. Is she fading away? Not at all. That Mila Wineland wisely able to avoid disaster.
She moves right into half guard. Wineland's now trying for the Kimura.
Wineland's going for a Kimura. This is good. This is what I was talking about. We already seen one person nail it from this position. When you're pulling the shoulder blade, you truly are applying so much damage and so much pain is being inflicted on your opponent. It's really hard. I think people really don't understand just how difficult it is to evade this. Look at this. This is an insane position. Mila Wineland to retain the champ. Oh my God, she broke the arm. She snapped the arm. Holy hell. In a position I've never seen before with the Kimura. Mila Wineland, the sensation, the tap-out machine. This woman gets better every single time we see her, and she has retained the flyweight championship with a submission in the first round. What a fight. I wanted to watch Impractical Jokers, but never ever got to it.
She's evolving.
And she is evolving. Daniel Cormier, thank you for saying that. The evolution of Mila Wineland is just a stunning one. Folks, she keeps putting people on notice. She is bad news whenever it comes their way. Congrats to the champ, Mila Wineland, on retaining, and the first champion to retain here tonight. In decisive fashion. This was nuts. This was honestly nuts. Next up, folks, it is going to be in the light heavyweight division. The champion, Tito Ortiz, will defend against ranked number 3, Dan Henderson. This fight is up next.
It is a light heavyweight championship fight between the Huntington Beach bad boy, Tito Ortiz.
Are these all title fights? Yep, the pay-per-views are always all title fights. Although that might change next pay-per-view, depending on how I feel about how I want the championships to be defended. Because if a lot of people I see, like if enough fighters aren't retaining their belts, it's kind of hard to find challengers every single time. That means like the challengers become a little bit stale. So this is kind of like my experiment pay-per-view. If at least 5 fighters don't retain belts, that means I'm gonna have to limit it to maybe 3 to 4 titles per pay-per-view, and then have a main card to go with it. Or like the prelims be actual contender fights, and then the main card be like 4 championship 5-round fights, something like that.
He's got a great jab. We'll see if he can employ it tonight.
You have got to be born with it, right? You don't.
Tito Ortiz immediately taking Dan Henderson down.
You have to understand make your skill set match.
Dan Henderson is in a bad spot right now. That's why the reason why Dan Henderson got the opportunity. He hasn't actually fought in like forever, but the other two opponents already had a shot, or we're building up, because Cayman Hall, I think, is the next guy in line. Cayman Hall actually beat John Jones, and I think they're giving Hall the shot for next month. So, yeah, they didn't want to rush him into a fight with Tito. They see what happened with Aldrich Cook. They're like, yeah, we're gonna give the guy some time. So that's why Cayman Hall isn't fighting Tito. That was a great counter by Dan Henderson. This may be Tito Ortiz's most legit challenger, Dan Hendo.
Solid strike on the ground.
Like, so far in this series, the only guy that actually beat Tito Ortiz was Aldrich Cook, and then Tito, like, worked it in their rematch to recapture the gold.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly.
But true, it's going to be interesting how these two guys' styles kind of combat each other.
Really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep, absolutely.
When is the next UFC update? I have no idea.
He's putting him in exactly the position.
I'm gonna assume.
He's able to relax here, and he understands.
Actually, there should have been one after the pay-per-view. They're probably waiting for a couple more fighters. Does anyone know if the whole Brock Lesnar UFC thing is true? 'Cause I haven't seen it yet.
Big punch from the clinch.
All right, single collar tie now.
Because if not, that means I actually have to add him to the roster and put him in like a fight.
Oh, nice shot.
I think I got the perfect opponent for him. Probably have like a Lesnar goes like a Volkov. That wouldn't be too bad of a fight. He's in the game. Gotcha.
So we cross the 30-second mark in our
Well, this just in, Brock Lesnar will be in next week's main event.
Well, he's looking for that left
Have a heavyweight main event next week. Great take. Not really. He actually got right back up. That actually confuses me. That whole take, like they hip toss him and they get back up. It's like you hip tossed him.
Second round underway.
How did he get up so fast?
Nice looping punch. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't
My
see
goodness,
too much
that
of a
was like
threat.
so dry.
This guy has to have
What in the
confidence
world?
in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to
But,
land.
you know,
He's
for
gotta be
Tito,
finding that confidence
we've seen
in
him
his
kind of
mind
finish fights
that
within the first 3 rounds. It's kind of like Tito Ortiz's style. Oh, great hip toss. That one rocked him.
Right into side control where he will have no shortage.
So I feel like it would be odd if we see this fight go past 3 rounds. I feel like that's been the expectation Tito set for everyone.
Gotta be careful here.
It's like, tune into my fight, otherwise, because, you know, it's going to be over quickly, so see me fight now before you blink and then you miss the type of thing.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure
Ground
that
and pound,
every
I don't
strike
feel
counts.
is
Not an
definitely
issue
a
for him.
lost art in MMA. I actually have to disagree with him on that one. There are plenty of fighters who have made championship careers by just dominating on the ground. Khabib, Daniel Cormier, especially Daniel Cormier. Kamaru Usman's another one.
Will be aplenty from this position.
Are they just going to hold here? Like, what are we doing?
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation.
I feel like people really do
and a healthy one
like
for these
hate
type of
on
transitions.
Usman unnecessarily, because you never complain when Daniel Cormier fought. And if you, I implore you, I really do implore you to watch Daniel Cormier's fight with anyone, most notably Anthony Johnson, and then you watch Kamaru Usman's fight with Jorge Masvidal. And then you tell me how there's not so many similarities between the two. They're literally the same thing, and you guys never complain about Daniel Cormier. And Daniel Cormier is one of the most boring fighters ever. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when Daniel Cormier fights, I fall asleep watching it. But when you're great at what you do, how can you knock him for that? And it's the same thing with Usman. Usman knows what's going to get him the win. And it's by dominating for 25 minutes on the ground. It's a great game plan. You played your strengths, and when no one can actually beat you in that, how can you complain? He's doing his thing. Same thing with Khabib. Khabib is a boring-ass fighter. Wow, I just... Whoops. Yikes. Alright, we're going to pretend I didn't say that last word. But Khabib is a grounding pound like nut. You know, like, that guy has been doing that since he was at, what, 3, I think? When he was, like, trying to wrestle down goats or something? Or horses? Or... what are big creatures?
Very, very efficient. In the sense that he did not do everything with absolute power, but he was touching the entire time. Then every now and again, he would set down a strike that really damaged the
aha. Bulls. I think it was like... No, I feel like that would be very dangerous. Actually, have a 3-year-old.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Probably not Bulls. No, because goats kick. I'd be animal didn't kick. I don't know. Anyway, the guy was sitting there, you know, wrestling and trying to take both the grounds. He was like 3, so you know, I kind of lost my train of thought.
That strike blocked by Henderson.
Oh!
Single collar tie there. Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
Oh, I heard that one. Oh my God, that rib cage.
Well-placed shot there.
Dan Henderson is rocking Tito Ortiz. Oh!
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
You know, I give credit to Dan Henderson. He is trying to keep the judges as, I don't know who that person said, but he just said that is Joe Anik. There you go. But ultimately, I lost my train of thought. Wow, I lost my train of thought twice.
And a nice wow.
Oh my, he got him. This actually could be it. He's got him get in this. You could call this a guillotine. You can call it, yeah, you can call it a guillotine. I would say a choke, but so when you're Dan Henderson, I'm actually impressed with you.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Wow, that you're able to fight through that. Wow. Dan Henderson, folks, has definitely been out fighting Tito Ortiz.
Back mount now. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Did he... I actually don't... I need that better angle than this. Come on, dude, really?
Gotta be careful, armbar.
Yeah, he's got the armbar, okay. I thought it was a Kimura, but I couldn't tell. We're going to round number 4.
Was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So, back to the stools they go. 60 seconds.
Oh, by the way, folks,
we're gonna fight on, ladies
Saturday, Dead by Daylight, we will have a stream. I'm going to try to do it in the afternoon, around 2-3 p.m. because I don't want to do it at nighttime, just because I know, even though there's, you know, COVID and stuff, I'm pretty sure there's still going to be a lot of people going out trick-or-treating and during parties, so I want to try to get it in the middle of the day, that way I don't miss you guys. So, yeah. That way, at least it's kind of convenient for you. Yeah, don't worry. Soon, we won't just be having 2 episodes, 2 streams a week. I'm trying to see what I want to do for the future in terms of a 3rd stream.
Really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Lands a big
Oh!
there.
That was a nice elbow and that inside calf kick.
This is his game. He likes to control his opponent's posture.
And these guys just beating the life out of each other. The light heavyweight division really just going all in.
Engages in a single collar tie here. Nice hook lands.
That was a nice uppercut.
Dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move. Notice the drive.
Nice. Oh,
Look at how they drive
he is
the knees right into
decimating him on the cage. I'm about to say he needs to get away from it. Get out of that. Oh, Dan Henderson.
the punch that lands down the middle. The one that you don't feel is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed
Is he
perfect.
trying?
That knee might have
Did he
landed
just
there.
knee? Did he just knee him and the arse?
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And now he's
Ow.
got that tight. And they separate. Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss.
Oh,
Oh, that's a nice strike.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Right, he engages in the single collar tie. Henderson's got the tie clinch now. 30 seconds now to go in the round.
that was a nasty shot. Damn, Tito is just bleeding profusely. It's bad. I take it back. I don't know. Tito was. They need to examine that cut.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. 20 minutes in the books.
All right.
And final round. Archer, that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on
You know,
his
and
chin.
this being in the fifth round,
Now the focus
we've had
becomes
what?
maximizing these 60 seconds.
One fight. The first fight we had was in the fifth round, but it wasn't as epic as this. These two guys are just. Oh, nice head kick.
How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over.
I feel that if Tito wants to win this fight, he's got to get the knockout. He's got to put him down,
Oh, man, look at
or
that
do that.
picture.
Also, I don't think we've seen anyone actually choking me out from this position before.
He's got his chin in, but now it's starting to slip under the neck. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Wait a minute. I think Henderson was able to counter this. This could be the end for Tito Ortiz's title reign. Dan Henderson looking for the submission. Is Tito Ortiz going to go to sleep in the fifth round? He's out. Dan Henderson, the new light heavyweight champion. Wow. Dan Henderson puts Tito Ortiz to sleep, ending his title reign here tonight.
As he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy
Wow.
has such a great...
Now we go inside the octagon.
What a mistake
Bruce
made by
Buffer with
Tito.
the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Magliano's going to stop this contest at 1
Where's
minute,
my
36
button?
seconds of round number 5. For the winner by submission and new undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world.
Congrats to Dan Henderson on winning the light heavyweight championship. We're going to the next fight of the night, and that I didn't expect. Next up, folks, it's going to be in the men's flyweight division. The king of the flyweights, Alex King, the flyweight champion, is 13-3. Will defend against ranked number 1 Demetrius Johnson, who's 10-7. Honestly, if Alex King does beat Demetrius Johnson here tonight, truly, I don't think we'll have another flyweight championship match in like a long time, because there's no point of putting. He's beaten everybody at that point, and technically, Demetrius Johnson doesn't even deserve this shot because he beat him. You know, King beat him in the tournament to recapture the gold, but
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as
they've got to fight regardless.
They both can wrestle, both can grapple.
I feel Demetrius Johnson kind of waited his shot,
And these are the matchups
and
that we
if
dream of as MMA fans.
King beats Johnson, I don't think we really need him to defend the belt against anybody else. Truly, dude, there is no competition for him, and maybe that means he has to go up to. Maybe he would actually have to go up to bantamweight. I don't think we can really blame King if he did.
Isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy.
Yeah, Alex King is well-rounded. That's the thing. This kid has came in, and he has dominated since UFC 2. You know, he bided his time. UFC 3 was his breakout year, and UFC 4, he's just showed that he is trouble for anyone who steps in the octagon with him.
We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any you've ever seen.
And unlike the last time, Demetrius Johnson now has time. He had time to prepare for Alex King.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
See, Johnson's just desperate to try to get anything going for himself.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for
Johnson trying to turn it around on the champ, and he's able to do it. He's now in close guard here. Yep.
Nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands.
He's trying to transition to half guard, struggling though.
Under 2 minutes now to go. Johnson's pass is denied. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom.
There's up to 9 people in this stream. What? Oh!
Stuns him beautifully with the left hand.
He needs to get out of his position.
It's so accurate. He's so educated.
This is not good for Demetrius Johnson.
All right, so back to the well with the elbows.
He's getting clocked right now.
No need to fix it as he lands another combination there.
He's getting in so close that it's hard to land
in half guard.
else, so he's
now back to close guard.
And they're landing beautiful.
Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from
See, now he's changing back to half. This is interesting.
Johnson's got the full
He's
mount.
finally in full. If he gives it the arm, this could be it. Oh, he was smart. The king of the flyweights, Alex King, not trying to go down. I think King's toughest opponent was Jussier Formiga. Formiga took him to the brink, and in a fight that could have went either way, you know, Alex King caught that one mistake that Formiga made and ran with it to retain his title. That was his most difficult challenger. Now comes a guy who ruled over the fighters for like 5 years, I think. 5 or 4 years, one of those crazy numbers. And Demetrius Johnson, so it's going to be really interesting to see, just, you know, how Alex King handles a guy he beat in the tournament who had to go through, what, like 3 other fighters? Or 2 other fighters?
Single collar tie here.
Yeah, Alex King and Francis Ngannou being the only 2 original champions. Oh, no, Edmund Shabazian. There's a couple, actually. Holy world, wow.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a
Home,
swing and a miss.
King, Moicano, Shabazian, and Ngannou. Wow.
All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no 3-piece.
Not
There's
bad,
no
actually.
soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're going to sit
Look at those knees. Those are some nasty shots.
Order a combination. Take the soda with your food. Give him the right hand behind the jab. Give him the hook behind the right hand. Jab, right hand, hook. That's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man. Let this guy have the whole thing.
I have no idea what Daniel Cormier was rambling about,
Game of inches
but okay.
right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Single collar tie now. Oh, look at that.
I don't know what happened in that glitch, but okay. We're here on the ground.
Careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
The King not giving up that arm.
All right, he's trying to control posture here.
I will say 10-9 to King in the first round, but Johnson has came out a lot more effective here in round number 2.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Hammer fist here by Johnson. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fight, you're potentially playing with fire.
You go for the Kimura. He got the Kimura. Oh, the Kimura has been, you know, the victor for a long time. But it's Demetrius Johnson. Demetrius Johnson to try to dethrone the man who has been unbeatable for so long. Is this armbar? They transition from the Kimura to an armbar. Alex King could be in trouble. Will it be tapping in the second round? Or are we looking at another new champion? Alex King taps out The king of the flyweights is no more. Demetrius Johnson sits atop the throne of the flyweights.
His opponent was in trouble. Hip pressure up. Opponent had to tap.
And he tapped it. He lives to fight another day, but a huge win.
Demetrius Johnson back on top.
Tonight.
He hasn't been on top since UFC 2. He's back on top of the world. And what's been one hell of a journey for him.
You are never safe.
He sat out and bided his time patiently, and he is once again the flyweight champion. Congrats to Demetrius Johnson on tapping out the king of the flyweights here tonight.
Here's Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Alex King looks stunned right now.
Referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 17 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar and
13 for Alex King. The new champion, Demetrius Johnson, 11-7. The new champ. Should have write that down. I should remember.
So how about this? A new world order at 125 pounds as we crown a UFC flyweight champion.
Honestly, impressive.
Congratulations to the new king.
The new champion of the...
Congrats to Demetrius Johnson, man. But next up, it is going to be for the Women's Bantamweight Championship. Holly Holm, 13-7, the champ, will take on ranked number 1 Sarah McMahon, who's 8-4. This fight is
it's
up
a women's
next.
bantamweight title fight between Holly Holm and Sarah McMahon.
Are you ready?
You ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Fight. Here we go. We're off here. The Women's Bantamweight Championship on the line. McMahon and Holm. Here we go.
They're both so talented. They're both so good at every aspect of fighting.
I'm trying to make sure I have like everything updated. I know Twitter
Truly
teases.
force their style on the
16-5
other
now.
woman. That
We
was
gotta take the
nice.
titles.
Nice.
The championship off of him. Dan Henderson.
Holm
16
gets in the
good for that
clinch
guy.
here, and she is absolutely a monster. And those knees aren't just for effect; those are doing real damage.
Yeah, I can hear the little dum dum dum, and I'm like, oh. So far, only one champion has retained their belt, and that is Mila Wineland.
Wow, what a kick!
Can Holly Holm kind of follow up in that order?
Oh, big left hook there.
Just hearing all those shots, my goodness.
Looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Man, her striking looks clean tonight, timing on point.
It's just like when you hear the impact, you hear the thuds, it's not a pretty thud.
She's in a good flow. Look at the skip action.
What is up, Herbert Lemon Man? Welcome, welcome.
Big kick land.
Holly Holm, Sarah McMahon.
Ooh, caught her with the head kick, or so it appeared.
That's
Nice
credit to
shots.
her, being able to disguise that technique and get it to the target.
Oh, beautiful jab. She has certainly found the range with that weapon, and I guess when you have a reach advantage like this, might as well use it. So just over 20 total strikes have connected for Holly Holm.
Sarah McMahon, always a hungry challenger, always in title contention.
Beautiful punch.
Truly, this could be her time to shine.
Back in the clinch now. And now she's got the tie clinch.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Double leg.
Just going for it. Oh, double leg takedown. She got her.
I think in terms of the offensive wrestling and the takedown attempts, finally gets her opponent down for the first time tonight.
It feels like she gave up on getting the takedown, so it started to flow more naturally.
Right.
She was not forcing her entries anymore, just let it come to her, and now she's gotten the takedown to speak for her.
Oh my.
30 seconds now to go in round
Wait,
one.
Holm has got the armbar.
She's going for the armbar here.
She's got 25 seconds to try to tap her out. She's got to try to quickly capitalize. I don't think she's going to have enough time. She won't have enough time. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter.
Oh,
All the work for nothing.
Round
round number 2 underway.
Right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Oh, big elbow.
Yeah, kind of. Oh. No, I was trying to say before they started just going throwing bombs.
So 31
The intriguing thing about this is they. Oh my goodness, they really just going at it.
That knee might have landed there. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D? Now she's got the Muay Thai plum. Oh, lands another uppercut there. She's landed a few of those here tonight. That might have been the biggest of the bunch.
That was the best one because you see her opponent start to stagger back
a little bit. Holly Holm is looking like a boxer right now. Sarah McMahon, I don't think really knows what's happening. She's trying to do something.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. McMahon gets the tie clinch here.
Big knee lands to the body.
Well, she's had a lot of moments in the fight.
Okay, we're in a standstill.
Really good, but you're not even getting a 1-2.
What about the 1-2? What about the 1-2-3? How about an uppercut following the 3 strikes? Allow them to string together. Be confident in knowing that you have practiced this. You are ready to land in combination. Let it flow.
Man, she's landing it.
Look at Holly. Oh, I thought she was about to go for the hip toss. They're both fighters. They're just kneeing the heck out of each other.
In this position.
Oh, she's really using her reach advantage to great effect here tonight. Lands the punch.
That right hand landed.
And she's back in the clinch. McMahon's lower jaw now.
And these fighters, they're just throwing absolute bombs. This just became like a boxing match. We got knees. We got. This is a street fight. There we go. Like they truly are trying to obliterate each other.
Try to get to the next position.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on her.
She looks like a master.
Oh my goodness. I mean, for 2 whole rounds, folks, they have been trying to obliterate each other.
And the finish came just in time. Thought maybe she might tap there, but you know how tough she is. So the submission attempt right at the end of the round, saved by the bell, back to the stools they go. We'll see if she can recover in time for this next round.
Let's see what's gonna happen. Round number 3. I mean, it's been such. They're really throwing bombs. Truly.
Gets in the clinch yet again.
When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land.
It's just like you see McMahon try to go for takedown. She's just not been able to do it because every time she tries, Holm is trying to obliterate her. See, Holm is trying to knock her head off.
And defensively, the other fighter's going to have to adjust or this fight's going to end soon.
She's got to stop anticipating straight because she is splitting her guard every time with the uppercut, whether it's on the right side or on the left side.
All right, so 74 total strikes have connected for Holly Holm. Well, more often than not, DC, when the strike has been
the striking here has been phenomenal between these 2 fighters.
52% the accuracy rate against Sarah McMahon. Again, they will clinch. We'll see how it goes. Now she's got the Muay Thai plum.
Good stick.
Oh.
Well, she felt like the uppercut was going to be there. It has absolutely been there. No reason to think she won't get back to it.
No, she's going to go back to that position. She has to. She can go from the clinch. She can do it off of her combinations. She just has a variety of ways of landing that punch.
Good takedown. There we go. And these two fighters, they're a bloody mess. There's no other way to try to sugarcoat this.
Denied because she's so aware, so on top of the grappling transition.
Less than 2 minutes to go in round 3. clinch back in half guard. All right, full guard now, DC. She's on the bottom. What is she trying to do?
Well, she's got to throw up submission.
Right now, Holly, there we go, Holly Holm.
And these submissions
did exactly what I was about to try to tell you to do.
The position. Even if it gets defended, it will create space for her to try to get back to her feet, or maybe to steal a sweep and trick her opponent.
Lands a strike now from
Just look at all the blood that's been just kind of shed everywhere. This is nuts.
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submission, or they're going to lay on their back and just get beat.
Okay, I mean, we're going to try number 4. Definitely, I mean, this fight has just been all over the place.
Pass attempt denied. We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Holm gets hot with that punch. Man, that cut has really opened up.
Another clinch position.
Oh, huge Superman punch. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Dig and kick. Right back in the clinch. Look for the backhand to get very active. Big leg kick lands.
Oh, the right hand is there for her.
Man, look at, I mean, honestly, I don't know how these fighters are still going. You know, I'm just more mesmerized and trying to watch it with you guys. It truly is stunning to see what they're doing. I mean, this is nuts.
Well, she went to the straight left, unable to connect though. Under 3 minutes remain in round 4. Takedown defense holds up. All right, so again, the fighters clinch here. Kind of had an inkling we'd find ourselves back in this situation.
Absolutely. Both of these fighters fighting chest to chest.
Yeah, literally, it's one of those fights where I'm having a hard time calling it because it's so.
Oh, she works the body as well as anybody.
I'm just kind of in all awe, you know, like
really gonna take their toll as this fight moves on.
Like, what do you say? This is insane. Like, they are truly giving it everything, and
a nice job at least staying upright on that.
You know, they're throwing everything at each other and the kitchen sink.
For hooks. Under a minute now to go in this one.
And I'm done with you. It's shocking.
Oh, nice job by her to land the straight punch yet again. You know she's got the reach advantage.
Oh, that was that would forward in the bone. Ah. Especially she's not limping on that. Split decision. I think this is a draw. I mean, we still have one more round, but
I get tired just watching.
It's exhausting. This is a position where you are constantly draining at the gas tank of your opponent.
I have it tied 38-38. I feel like round number 1 was Holm 10-9. I feel like round number 2 was McMahon 10-9. I feel like round number 3 was McMahon 10-9. I feel like Holm had won round 4 10-9.
Again, she chooses to clinch here.
You come up, you go down. Another takedown land.
Man, she is just non-stop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her there.
I got
She's
all
moving a
F.
lot, but every movement has purpose.
What do you mean all F?
All right, nice transition into full guard. If you're the top fighter, where do you go from here?
try to posture up, get some big ground and pound off, which will lead to you passing the half guard.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by McMahon.
Look, I mean, so you have to get. I think this is like the first official, like submission. Oh, that's not good. You know, Brandon. I always say, I always say, if you do have a bad, you know, like quarter in school, there's always like, there's the next quarter, try to make up for it. Did she just counter that? Will she do what Dan Henderson did to Tito? Oh my God, Sarah McMahon! Sarah McMahon! Sarah McMahon! Sarah McMahon put Holly Holm to sleep in the 5th round, and we have a new women's bantamweight champion, Sarah McMahon, the perennial challenger.
Nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the big wins of her UFC career.
But this was nuts. I mean, what a fight. This is fight of the night. You can't challenge this fight tonight. This was absolutely phenomenal. Holly Holm no longer the champion. She's now 13-8. Sarah McMahon 9-4 and new champ. Congrats to Sarah McMahon winning the fight. As we're going to the next fight, that was an insane championship bout that actually led to a title change. But next up, we have the heavyweights on display. For the champion, Francis Ngannou will take on ranked number 3, Junior Dos Santos. Ngannou 13-5, Dos Santos 5-4.
Between Francis Ngannou and
Junior
Dos Santos.
Nah, I got principals list. Oh, that's pretty dope. GG, Brandon, GG.
Well, my man Daniel Cormier, the heavyweight champion, awfully tense to my right as they lock the door behind Junior Dos Santos and Francis Ngannou. A lot of guys who fight Ngannou are going to be trying to take him down. JDS probably not so much.
JDS is not
I don't know.
And for as powerful as Francis Ngannou is, JDS was that guy just a few short years ago. He was the guy that everyone feared his power, but if you match him up, if you look at him closely, Dos Santos has the higher striking pedigree, the better boxing, and if
that's interesting.
Careful, he can find himself going to sleep.
Oh, nice connection with that punch.
This fight is so even. I'm glad I scheduled this fight. This fight right here is worth a championship fight. I mean, both guys, as Daniel Cormier just literally said everything I could have said in terms of this is the past most dangerous man taking on the present's most dangerous man. So this is going to be interesting.
Every time Francis loads up to go finish a fight, you hear the crowd. You take all the air in because they're ready to explode. That's the type of performer, that's the type of fighter that Francis is.
I don't think this fight is going past round number 4. Personally, I'm expecting a knockout. Oh, he can run the leg. And the knee. I feel like more the knee, you know? Oh my goodness.
And now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch, and I think
battling here on the cage. Oh.
Wonder how you can control an opponent like that.
You know, this pay-per-view has been nothing short of just very physical, very brutal, very intense.
Where he can get off the strikes.
You know, brutality has definitely been the name of the game.
Going for the takedown, he misses.
NC State. See, that's dope. NC's that's pretty cool.
What a punch.
And I know it's hard to go on the Dean's list in college.
Oh, spinning back fist out of nowhere. So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Francis Ngannou. Oh, working hard here against the fence. We'll see if he can get the takedown. All right, single collar tie now. Oh, big knee to the body. That'll soften him up. stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh.
Oh.
20 seconds to go in round one. Oh.
ECU trash. Hey, don't hate on ECU. ECU's pretty dope. They have a great football mascot.
Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, here we go with round two. Round one, pretty good, not great, but some action on both sides.
We can't always hope for firework shots. Sometimes
You know, round number one, I feel that was a pretty eventful round. I don't really know who you call that. Both guys never do anything amazing. So you're saying, and still, I don't know. I feel like we could see a little bit of an upset in Junior Dos Santos beating Francis Ngannou.
So the numbers continuing to pile up here. 30
Make too much traffic.
have landed for
Yeah, you
Francis
know,
Ngannou.
that's true.
And landing half the shots today.
Oh, Dos Santos got with a head kick. He's wobbling. He's wobbling. He's got to capitalize. This is now Dos Santos' time. The window of opportunity is right here, right now. Ooh, what a shot.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Dos Santos' knee to the body looked like for a second it would get through.
Overtime. Ooh, overtime. Gotcha.
A little single collar tie there.
What is happening in this glitch? What happened? EA Sports, why can't you fix your games? Yeah, I like to take people's money, but you can never fix the goddamn stuff. Well, they're gonna be stuck here until Dan Mergliotta breaks it up.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two.
Dan, are you gonna break it up, or am I gonna sit here for 2 minutes? You're kidding me, right? Let me see if I can fix it. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
Dos Santos'
There we go.
attempt here looked like a good one, but it gets blocked. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round
All right,
one.
we're fixed.
Lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here.
Let's see if it's been a while since I actually played this, so I may not do too well.
Here, and now we go to the ground. Beautiful trip there to get the takedown.
Oh wow, I forgot I don't have the HUD, so I have no idea what I'm doing. This is not gonna go well. This is not gonna go well. Ah! No! 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 Not today! Move him! Move! Get out of there! Oh crap.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top.
Do
Nice
something! Survive!
Francis Ngannou.
PG to X.
Seconds to go in the round.
No! Give me now! I don't know! No! Oh, I think I'm finished actually. How do I like shorten my finish?
Continuing to try to manipulate the head.
Why is it the whole bar? This is not fair. I'm safe. Okay.
How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end.
Okay, hold on. Let's just, you know, screw it. I'm here already. I might as well.
So back to the
I
mentally
widely
probably not in a
mistimed
great
that.
place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back.
I forget I have this on Legendary, which is actually, the times I've tried to play on Legendary, it never really went well.
Dos Santos gets caught with that.
Oh, I went for a freaking, I'm making myself.
He's got to press it. He's got to go chase that finish down.
Go for some those leg kicks. Got him.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly
Got you
getting
again.
after it here. Big shot to the body.
Oh, I missed.
We'll see if he can follow it up. So we call on the numbers here, DC. 55 total strikes have now landed.
He's not protecting these legs, though.
And striking with 48%
They were kicked and got flew. How do you fight outside of the
against
octagon? That sounds
Dos
pretty good.
Santos.
Oh, he's starting to. Ooh.
Well done to catch the kick. We'll see
Protect the
if he
face.
can-
Protect the face.
And they separate. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Oh my. Oh.
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on.
Don't take another gun again. Referee, do something.
Takedown. fighter's pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Nope.
Maybe set up a Kimura here, DC. And this might just be a matter
That didn't
of
go
time.
well, did it? Oh, this is game over. You need a sponsor now. I do. I really do.
He got it done, absolutely. He finishes
Well,
his opponent by way of submission.
Francis Ngannou, everybody. I tried. Don't mind. Well, and still, that happened. Ngannou 14. We don't need to see a replay. We don't need to see a replay.
Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes.
He tried. That's all that matters.
Third round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, and still the undisputed UFC.
Who's facing Francis next? It should be Curtis Blades. But I kind of want to see him win a fight. He's kind of getting back up there by like just getting lucky with everyone kind of dropping to Ngannou. So I kind of want him to fight someone. Maybe even Brock Lesnar I'll put up in there. Honestly, I think that would be kind of a cool fight. So that might be it. You know, put Brock versus Curtis Blades. Winner gets Ngannou next month. I think that might not be too bad.
And coming up next, our main event.
YouTube not going to give you ads after that. Yeah, it's funny because I wanted to monetize my stuff last month, and well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. I didn't realize that you had to have over 1,000 subs to be monetized. And on top of that, I have to have like I think 1,000 views. So like I'd have to stream quite a bit, you know, to get to that monetization goal.
These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
Which would have been interesting.
Well, we talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC.
Another clinch position. Watch for the tricky trips that he uses.
Sahabzian. So, does anyone else see the glitch?
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
I have no comments. I know.
That punch no good.
I just kind of like the fact it's supposed to be Shabazian, not Shahabzian.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Brunson gets the tie clinch here.
That is two glitches.
Fantastic timing on that move.
EA Sports, for how much you like drain people's money with Ultimate Teams and all these stupid loot boxes and stuff that are like killing your games, you can't even get a damn name right? For real? That's just damn saddening. Like, that is really saddening. Honestly, I know that EA is actually in like a class action lawsuit with Canada right now, and I really hope Canada wins. Because this whole Ultimate Team thing, they need to just cut it. I hate it. Cut it. I really feel it's dumb, unneeded. Like, you have a game, you have a phone app for that. Leave it over there. And I mean that about my franchise mode that you stole from me in Madden, by the way. Yeah. Have you guys played the franchise mode Madden 21? It's so vanilla. It is so bare bones.
That's a beautiful kick right there.
Right, that was my complaint for Madden. Anyway. Yeah, I heard there's like so many glitches with it. It's kind of funny.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
You know, talking about Edmund Shabazian, Shabazian is one of the luckiest fighters, I think. Shabazian won the middleweight championship in the tournament. He faced an extremely exhausted George St. Pierre. Like, George St. Pierre could barely throw a punch at this point. And Shabazian kind of finished everybody pretty quickly with submission moves. But look at Derek Brunson. who was on the offensive. And so Shabazian, to be honest, I wouldn't blame Tony Ferguson. Do what you got to do. Make them know who the real champ is. What a fight so far. Look at all the blood. What a fight. We've had hell of fights all night. Nobody has gone down without trying to tear each other apart. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. And like I said, folks, the main event of UFC 256, or I mean 261, 261, yikes, is that for the welterweight title, Gilbert Braden's defense against the former year-long champ, Mickey Gall. Brandon, the face of the franchise looked good, but it's not. I know it's not. They just reused assets, I think. And then Israel versus Jan is on, apparently. It's on. Is that like official by UFC or ESPN?
Here he told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it.
I wonder if people are seeing the blood that just came out of Shabazian's mouth.
Not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of
Here's my thing. With rematches being gone, can Edmund Shabazian put away
big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning
Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson, a guy who I've always like kind of hoped became a champion. Had a lot of skill to him, and I think this could be the time for Derek.
And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain
What do we do for that? That's Brandon. And I don't know. Gotcha.
See if he can get that ground and pound.
It was I didn't see anything from my ESPN yet.
Guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hip.
Yeah, it takes so much skill to really dominate on the ground, and Derek Brunson has definitely added a layer of to his game, and we've seen the evolution of a lot of fighters. You know, they've had boom periods and down periods, and I want to say right now in our UFC Universe mode, we're at a massive boom period in terms of competition. Championships are changing hands left and right. It's hard to be the champ. It's hard to get to become the champion, and it's even tougher to become and hold on to being the champ. But look at this: the arm triangle of Edmund Shabazian puts Eric Brunson to sleep. Wow! Edmund Shabazian is still the middleweight champion. Congrats to Edmund Shabazian. Wow.
Jiu-jitsu practitioners around the world celebrating the effort of that young man tonight.
That is an insanely dominant performance from Edmund Shabazian.
Ultimately, he chooses to go to sleep, but offensively, near perfect execution on that submission. Beautiful transitions, clearly loose with his hips, and everything he did on the ground. We get the
Congrats to Edmund Shabazian. And to everyone who just commented, give me 1 second while I just kind of calculate that and tally that.
That's going to start with this contest at 4 minutes, 32 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.
Congrats to Edmund Shabazian. We go on to the next fight of the night, which is for the Women's Strawweight Championship. Marina Moroz, the current champion, will defend against ranked number 1 Zhang Weili. It's up next.
All right, coming up next, it's our highly anticipated championship matchup for the UFC Women's Strawweight Division title.
It's funny because Zhang Weili's only loss coming to Angela Hill in the finals of the tournament. That was a 5-round fight, by the way. Israel's coach wants to make the fight again. That'll be interesting. If he says it's got to be true, you know. That's the coach. The coach knows him best.
This is a very close fight, very competitive fight.
At WGP, yeah. If the coach says it, I'm going to take the coach's word for now.
I'm so excited I can
Maybe
barely
$40 for Christmas to buy Madden. Nice, nice. I am.
So will the elbows and knees soon follow? The first step is the tie clinch. She has it.
Yeah, for my Black Friday, I am trying to hopefully have enough money to get PS Plus, if not, I'll have to save up for near Christmas time, go to Ross and not Ross, GameStop. So honestly, you know, it's surprising there really is no games I want to buy this year.
So again, they will clinch here.
Which is insane, I think, but like there are no games that I want to upgrade to or get because I'm just kind of disappointed with all the content. And because the PS5 is coming out, a lot of the video games that have been put out aren't even really, like, they're just like an update. Because you guys know, I'm familiar with sports games, so this year is kind of just like an update. Like I got NBA 2K21, I want to do some other things with it. I'd rather see Jones and Israel than Yan. I mean, true, but when you have a guy like Yan who's kind of blowing smoke towards everyone and trying to get them to be interested in him, when a guy's talking that much, someone's gonna listen, and you know, it is what it is.
Continued to press, continued to shoot, continued to level change. Now she finally has secured her first takedown.
Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
Yeah, no, when you, Zhang Weili, Marina Moroz, man, this was a fight that, you know, I had this fight booked, at least for Weili, the challenger, since last month in September. So we all knew that, you know, Zhang Weili was going to be here. And if she becomes the champ of the lightweights, I mean not the lightweights, wow, they're the lightweights, wow, of the strawweights, it's going to be interesting.
Of those submissions, move to half guard, then continue to try to advance to either get off great ground and pound or just positional advantages in the ground.
A great counter.
Oh, how about that reversal by her there, champ?
That is a fantastic transition by this young lady. What a job.
Let's go, it's a warning.
Yeah, damn Bermergard, don't play with those warnings. You gotta do something or he's gonna have you stand right back up.
20 seconds to go in round one.
Yeah, NSA 14. NSA 14, I honestly had never played it. I played 11 and 12. I wanted to play 13, never got to.
And so easily, it's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's been a lifetime developing the skill with the way that she's able to move with so.
But honestly, at WGP, I think any fight that Israel Adesanya takes, whether it's Yan or Jones, obviously we know Jones and Israel is a massive super fight. But Blachowicz and Israel is a super fight, kind of. Because Yan Blachowicz is not a household name. Let's be real now. You say John Jones, there's three things you're going to think of. Light heavyweight champion. I think he's also a heavyweight champion at one point, too, if I'm not mistaken. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Dominance, or when he failed the test or got caught for steroids. That's the three names people are going to know when they think of John Jones. Yan Blachowicz, are like, huh? Who? Blachowicz actually needs Adesanya. If he beats Adesanya, everyone's going to look at him. He's the whatever, greatest, whatever, something like that.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
Have you played Among Us? I never played Among Us. I never really thought it interesting. What's next for Dominic Reyes that he's lost twice? Oh, do you mean in my thing or in real life?
Just transitioning so beautiful.
Because honestly, in my universe, I have no idea what's next for him. That's something that me and the fight committee gotta take a look at and see if maybe we should give him some time off or just kind of see what may be next and what fight would be a good matchup for him. Oh, real life. Well, that's a great question. Maybe he can also move up to heavyweight, or maybe move down to middleweight. Maybe. Honestly, he's a decent light heavyweight. I don't really. I just don't feel like light heavyweight is thing.
Oh, pinpoint execution on that straight punch. She's got a reach advantage, and it was pretty obvious in that sequence there. Tries to work it into a takedown.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Surprisingly, the strawweight fight has not been as epic as I thought it was
really
going.
Starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides.
Oh, and this was a nice kick to the head, and Zhang Weili is rocked.
I cannot believe she's still standing.
I can't believe she's standing either, to be honest.
So now we see some dirty boxing in the clinch in DC. This has certainly been a big trademark of your success, just finding a home for those punches in these clinch situations.
This is where I live. I love fighting in the clinch and landing those strikes. There are so many small spaces where you can land really, really good punches.
Santos versus Yan.
Here we go, third round of this championship.
Leonardo Santos?
Nice strike.
Huh? That's not bad.
Oh, nice right hand, John.
Another clinch position. Right hand punch in the clinch.
Let's see. I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm just not invested in Yan Blachowicz. She hasn't done anything for me to be like, oh wow, okay. Like, yeah, you beat Dominic Reyes. You beat the guy who also lost to John Jones. So you beat the guy who was low-key on a losing skid. Got it. Okay. Fair. That still wasn't an impressive night for me.
Chong's looking for that arm triangle.
Zhang Weili, okay. She really, Zhang Weili trying to finish this fight. Can she do it and become the new strawweight champion? She's got 3 minutes to have this hold locked in. Zhang Weili. Are we looking at a new strawweight champion? Zhang Weili is your new strawweight champion. She beat Marina Moreau's impressive, dominant, what a performance from the new women's strawweight, from the strawweight champions. Put it like that. Phenomenal. Wow.
We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 13 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out.
Rose 7-5, but Zhang Weili 4-1, the new champion.
Undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Weili.
If Yan beats Jones, then I care. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at this point. Or if he beats Adesanya. No, because then Adesanya is like, oh, well, he had to move up to fight him. Yeah, it really doesn't work well for him, honestly. Next up, folks, the Featherweight Championship is on the line. The undefeated champion, Renato Moicano, 6-0, will defend against number 1 ranked Brian Ortega, who's 9-4. This fight will happen right here, right now. This is the co-main event. I forgot. I hate this thing. There we go. Let's get to the fight. I should really take that out. You should add. The problem is they had a good idea with that, but you add that when people are being introduced, not in the middle right before a fight. When they say, "Are you ready?" they barely even respond. They just nod their head. We can skip that part and get to the fight. Alex versus. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if that. I don't know. You know, that fight's not actually happening, is it? Volkanovski versus Ortega. Look at Renato Moicano. You know, Brian Ortega got here by a dominant performance and an impressive one. That's how he actually was able to reinsert himself into that title picture.
his legs are. He's got him in rubber.
He did dominate the zone. He did do that in real life. Honestly, I forgot about that fight. What a counter! Wow. What for Halloween? Yeah, Halloween. We're actually gonna have a Dead by Daylight special around 2:30 p.m., 2 o'clock p.m. The latest will be 3. Honestly, fight number 2, that should have been Max Holloway's fight. Anyone who said it wasn't is blind. He definitely outfought Volkanovski in that second fight, and that was a horrible decision by the referees. But then again, we have a lot of bad, just referee scorings in the UFC, so that's not surprising. Look at the jiu-jitsu on display. These are 2 jiu-jitsu practitioners that are absolutely phenomenal right now. I have never seen this level of counterintuitive moves. There we go. I would say counteractive, counter fluid. I think I was about to say. Yeah, counterintuitive. That's the word I was looking for. I watched the fight. Holloway, in my opinion, had that fight won. I thought it was a bad decision by the referees.
He's putting him in exactly the position he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning.
Look at the level of jiu-jitsu. This is nuts. Yeah, at WGP it was.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by T-City, Brian Ortega.
But either way, honestly, Volkanovski to me is a champion I still really don't care about. Because he's proven one thing. Yeah, he gets the job done, but under controversy. He has not put anybody away as champion yet. And they're like, oh, he's only had Max twice. Yeah, but even the second time, I felt like he could put him away. So his next fighter, if he wins by another decision, I'm not really sold on him. I'm not going to be really sold on the Volkanovski train. So if it is going to be Ortega and Volkanovski, it'll be interesting. But I don't really see.
The night is almost over. If you keep getting hit with punches like this, you are going to.
Sure, he did do everything in featherweight. He did, and there's something else for him to do.
So we pull up the numbers here. 45 total strikes have landed for Renato Moicano. And unofficially landing at a 69%.
Said Moicano's been a guy who's been able to defend his belt with rather ease, I should say.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him.
Oh, this is not good. Uh-oh. Moicano could be in trouble.
He's attacking armbar now.
This is a tight armbar, but never mind. Moicano knocking it full for that. Oh, nice slam. And by the way, folks, I really do want to know. If I were to put like a 1 to 2 hour wrestling show on my channel, have it on the video, start it at the beginning of the week, if you want us to do on every beginning of the week, or maybe like on the weekend.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by T-City, Brian Ortega.
I feel that, at that point, would you guys actually want to watch wrestling on my channel again? Like, watch professional wrestling? I'm really curious because I think I kind of miss it, but I won't do it if it's not what you guys want to see.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta
it would primarily be a video. I think the only time it wouldn't be a video, and if I were to stream it, would be. Now, you see, now the tough part is, do I use 2K20, which is a Lipston Laffer type of game? I've been watching since I was 6. That's interesting, actually, because it would be once a week, and it would be a mix of everything. Like, I wouldn't call it WWE. It wouldn't be WWE, and if I did call it that, I still couldn't call it that. I'd probably call it the National Wrestling Federation, the NWF. Sounds good. National Wrestling. It could be decent. Yeah.
All right, that's the
I'm
end
smart.
of round number 2. All right, here we go with our next round, and thankfully for his opponent, it begins on the feet because his face was turning into mincemeat with that ground and pound in the previous round.
Oh, he got demolished.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to look into that, and maybe next month I'll try to like either use 2K20 or 2K19 for capabilities, try to build storylines and things like that. I did not see Halloween Havoc. I actually try not to watch WWE. It's too PG for me, even though I know like, oh, but you have a PG channel. Well, yeah, but at least I can make compelling storylines while not having to curse them like a jumping buffoon. WWE, on the other hand, can't make a compelling story to save my life. Actually, no, I take that back. What The Fiend and Alexa Bliss are doing, I like. The rest of them, snooze. Maximum Football. Yeah, I was going to continue, but I was like, it just didn't seem to really be getting the traction I was hoping for.
He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
So the unofficial numbers thus far, 74 total strikes have now landed for Renato Moicano. And striking at a 63%.
Yeah, he's the North American champ, right? The NAW or NAC thing.
Oh, there he goes, attacking that lead leg to the outside. Nasty kick there.
Nasty leg kick. You gotta slow down your opponent. He knew his opponent wanted to move a lot tonight. This is the
right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
What a shot.
He is still standing after taking that punch.
Well, not much of a setup there. Misses with the left hook.
So this featherweight division, we're here in round number 3. Oh! So these guys have actually, these guys have gone to war. And, you know, the bet also shows you how important the whoa. I just know this armbar is really locked in that well.
He's gonna attack armbar here.
So when you have guys who are so great at being jiu-jitsu, oh, nice slam down, getting them payback to Moicano from Ortega. The slam down from the last round, he just got received this round. Yes, and that takes out a lot of wind, a lot of energy, and a lot of air. You become exhausted from being slammed. That's a lot of. They're slamming you down with force, so like well, you lose grip on the arm. But you gotta understand, sometimes when you do that, it's difficult. For some reason, football never interested me. I've tried to watch it before. Oh, really? It's not my thing. Yeah, I will say, not every sport is forever. Like, I grew up in a family that played sports and watched sports. I played baseball. My dad played basketball, football, baseball, soccer, hockey. We played all those. My mom was a soccer player. Well, in high school, and yeah, high school, really. So we all grew up playing sports. We were all kind of athletic. I realized, like, let me actually validate that before someone gets confused. No, I'm not rich. If I was rich, I would never be doing YouTube. You play football. See, there you go. You know, so I was grew up with a natural love for sports. I feel like the one thing I actually wanted to do, believe it or not, was actually UFC. Then I realized I don't think I want my face to be punched in. And as a kid, for some reason, the ears are what really bothered me back when I was younger. Like, seeing people's ears like that, I thought that was like a deformation or something back then. So it kind of haunted me. Now I just realized that's because you get punched and, you know, your ears full of cartilage and tissue. And, that's really it, you know. There's no bone there.
Take one of those uppercuts, or you would go down. Mike Tyson, or maybe it was Super Sandman. One of those guys who had a crazy.
It definitely is challenging, you know. I still to this day can't watch golf, can't watch tennis. I can barely watch NASCAR for more than 1 second before feeling bored. Yeah, hockey, I just don't understand it. The only reason why I watch hockey is for the fights. Else I wouldn't care.
Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked. Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Round number 4. I want to say on my scorecard, well, I'll say what my scorecard is when this fight ends. Not when it ends, but if it goes past round 4.
These guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gyms around the country.
I hate golf. I don't hate golf. You know, I tried golf when I was younger, and I was like, I was told I have a baseball swing. Apparently, there's a proper way to swing a golf club. You don't just swing it naturally. Just giving you guys some tips there. Don't do what I did. I remember the first time I tried to swing a golf club, I forgot I was holding something because it was so light. And so I accidentally let go, and the golf club went farther than the ball did, so that was nice. Yeah. Went into my neighbor's yard.
Oh, and now he gives up his back, so if the hooks get in, this
and that was back when I was in the apartment, so
that
was fun
there are
times.
too many options for such a phenomenal grappler to be on your back in full back control. He can flatten you out, he can chase submissions, you are in imminent danger, you have to stay careful and safe, but I don't have much good advice for you.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you have to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. 20 seconds.
I don't get golf. It puts me to sleep. It's boring.
He's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC.
I don't think golf is boring. I feel like you just gotta be really talented with that stuff.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, DC, here we go with our next round. It wasn't just the accuracy.
Round number 5. Oh, I thought Brian would take his hair had a glitch in it. Yeah, no, I got this. Believe it or not, I actually have this fight in Brian Ortega's favor. I got it 38-37 Ortega.
Sniff that one out as he blocks the kick.
I can't play another. Oh.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
The only sport I have played is bowling. I forget bowling's a sport sometimes. I look at bowling as a hobby. No offense to anyone who plays bowling professionally.
Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. That can't feel good.
Like no medicine.
Damaging strike there.
Medicine condition. What? That's a sport.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
3 minutes left to go in the co-main event. Remember, folks, the main event for the welterweight title. Gilbert Burns will defend the belt against the year-long former welterweight champion and Mickey Gall, who never lost the belt officially. When the tournament came, well, he had to reclaim it, and he didn't do so.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of.
Oh, okay.
You never know where he's going to be.
Well, he's got his back now.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's me too. I have my spine and neck don't really want to operate with sports anymore. It's much pain. So I feel you on that one, WGP.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the fight. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Moicano.
This has been an impressive fight, but I do think we're looking at a new champion. I mean, these guys are so perfectly, well matched. It's truly an amazing thing to watch and to see. They've really given it everything. And this epic, about to be 25-minute fight, I do believe we're getting a decision. Or maybe not. Moicano may have given up at the wrong time. Can Moicano hang on for 35 more seconds in this arm triangle? This is not good for him. He's got to try to figure out something to hang in there. He's got 25 seconds. Can he hang in there? Can he hang on till the bell? Moicano could be in massive trouble. He's got 10. He gets out of. He escapes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to the judge's decision. The judge's decision of what's been an epic co-main event, a full 5-round championship fight. Let's see what the judges say.
Ladies and gentlemen, after
football is good.
Rounds, we go to the
19. Ah, gotcha.
All 3 judges score the contest. 47-46.
30, 47, 46. What a close thing. And new Brian Ortega wins by 1 point, 47-47. I told you, that last round, when he got that submission in that final minute, That is what just won Brian Ortega that fight. Congrats to Brian Ortega on becoming the new featherweight champion as we move on to the main event of the evening. And the undefeated streak of Renato Moicano has been snapped, folks. Here we go, the main event of the evening.
Coming up next, it is
the main event for Gilbert Burns, welterweight champion, defends against the year-long champion from UFC 3, Mickey Gall. It's up next. I used to wrestle on trampoline. Oh my goodness. I feel that one, man. I feel that one. I feel your pain, my brother. The main event, it's here and it is on like Donkey Kong. The welterweight championship main event here in the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. UFC 261's pay-per-view main event. We've been waiting all night for this. It's here, and let's see what happens. Both these fighters are sure to put on one heck of a show. As I also make sure I calculate this.
There's the early takedown. Oh, nice pop there from the crowd.
Is that right?
Finally gets the takedown. He stayed committed to the offensive wrestling, and now he has his
a sigh of relief from the people watching, because they were tired of watching him flail around trying to get takedowns and get defended over and over again. Finally gets it. Now what does he do with the top control?
Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Oh,
yep, so the welterweight title is the last championship.
He's going to be on his opponent to try to chase him.
Okay, awesome. Hey, look at this. We got an armbar already, and oh. Look at Gilbert Burns going to go on the slam-o! Slamming down Mickey Gall. Almost bad as ooh.
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the
well, the Chargers doctor just stabbed him in like the lung, even though he tried to go, what was it, the abdomen or the rib?
Oh man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is the opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with
uh-oh. It's Mickey Gall trying to... Mickey Gall is putting out all types of submissions here tonight. I'm impressed by Mickey Gall. He's putting on that performance that won him the belt.
Just be a matter of time.
Oh! Wow, he just in an armbar. It's got to be over. No,
not tapping out tonight.
Gilbert Burns
right into side control, DC.
Finds a way to sneak out of that. Wow. Okay. I see you, man. I see you.
If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submission.
Oh crap! That was my controller.
Lands with the ground and pound.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now.
That would not be good.
Here. And he understands, being a veteran,
what's up, Johnny?
so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Oh, really nice work to
keep Mickey Gall is just clocking Gilbert Burns on the side of the face. And like repetitively too.
That horn sounds means
and that is the end of round number 1.
All right, round 2. Gall gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up.
Back in the clinch, look for him to hang on his opponent's head and try to wear at his
Actually, this has actually been like, what, a 2-hour pay-per-view almost? We're at the 118th minute.
There is another knee, and that has certainly been the primary weapon of choice.
Nice uppercut.
Tonight. He has inflicted a ton of damage to his opponent, and a lot
How come Joe Rogan isn't in UFC 4? Joe Rogan just didn't feel like, he didn't really enjoy doing the voiceovers, so he just stopped.
Nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head
like, legitimately, that is the only reason.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks.
Which is kind of silly when you think about it, but I mean, people have their things, and I guess his was just not really feeling doing the UFC thing, the UFC voiceovers.
Gall gets tagged with a kick now.
Mickey Gall flew back after that kick.
Yeah, left hook found its target. Just over 3 minutes. seconds to go. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2.
So both guys now kind of sporadically engaging each other. It's kind of weird.
All shot there is blocked.
Driving the back of the head, pulling forward on the head and landing a beautiful punch. Really got his opponent to notice it.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Yeah, I feel like we're not going to see a knockout, but we're definitely going to be looking at a tap out. I can definitely see that being the case. I just don't know who's in tap out who. I put kicker in QB. Hey, I mean, that means you have one heck of a leg, and you have a good arm. Good for you, man. Playing quarterback is no easy task.
Muay Thai plump. Ooh, big knee. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
I think he got the armbar.
Stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
Yep. As we've seen, these guys don't fall for those arm bars that easily. Mickey Gall gonna teach Gilbert Burns a lesson. Oh!
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn
I already
defense
had
into
to.
offense,
Hey,
but also
good
to
for
end
you.
up in a
Yeah, you know,
dominant
I was hoping that when I put this on a Thursday, 'cause I know Thursday was kind of like, I know my whole streaming schedule for UFC, for it being on the weekends, being on a Wednesday, and stuff like that has kind of changed.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round.
Like I've had to make a lot of adjustments because of college and because of my job that I have now.
Saved by the bell. So back to the stool.
And so it's kind of hard to save time for, you know, playing other stuff and
get himself back into this fight. Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing
and truly just doing all the cool things, I guess.
Use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab.
But yeah. So yeah. That's all I'd say with that one. Middle school and college. Question
Oh, nice
mark?
hook. That was a crippling shot right there.
Do it
I didn't know that was
real
possible.
tight, elbow tight, big check in it, landed it right on the chin.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Interesting, Brandon. Interesting.
Single collar
cool.
tie here.
He's gonna try to head choke him. Yup.
Fantastic take.
Yup.
Oh, wow.
And this might just be a matter
Wait,
of
what?
time.
No way. No way. No way. Wow. What a catch. But can he turn it into championship submission? No.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top
Yeah,
fighter.
I think because of the second wave of COVID, I think schools are going to lock down again, which is smart.
So if you pass,
So you can stream more.
limit
Well,
the
no, because
danger
currently, you know,
that
with
you're
college, I
in
have
from the top position.
all my classes are online. It's just like the online work that they require is kind of insane.
Nice work here in that position by Burns. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Look at Mickey Gall just pounding away on Gilbert Burns.
Remain in the round. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, side control now. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom.
And he's honestly just clocking him right now. This is nasty.
Oh man, that left
I
side
just
is
started high
getting
school.
beat up
Ooh,
now.
I remember
Look
high
at the
school.
redness there.
Interestingly long time. Those 4 years really do seem like they last forever.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Burns is looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied.
Yeah, we should be going to round number 4. Up, oh, not to go for Kimura. Mickey Gall had it scouted.
15 seconds remain in the round.
This is by far the champion's toughest challenger to date yet.
to the championship rounds. All right, so here we go. Fourth round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself.
Look at those shots. Oh.
Man, he's timed his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it.
And a nice right, so now
good hit. Oh, never mind. He got right back up. Okay.
We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight.
He really did get up like it was nothing. So these two guys have put on a hell of a 3-round fight. We're in round number 4 of the main event. I mean, everything you could want and more has been shown in this pay-per-view, man. My best friend. Oh,
nice jab by Gall.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And he caught the kick. And they separate.
That happens, unfortunately.
Knee to the body, got it up, but didn't get it to the target. Blocked there by Burns.
Sorry to hear that.
Under 3 minutes remain in round 4.
3 minutes left in round number 4. Under
to work the body to great effect. Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch there.
He's back to the
true, very true. That is live for you.
He's done a ton of good work here. Punch, punch, punch to the head.
Throws the right
hand.
Hand. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Seeing the coach telling Mickey Gall to use his footwork and get focused, and yet he might do what he's doing.
Right hand upstairs.
I mean, both the co-main event and the main event, both fights were evenly matched in terms of like level of jiu-jitsu and wrestling. I mean, we knew this was going to be a submission, masterclass on display. So me and the fight committee, we definitely knew it was going to be intense. But yeah, we have to make the underground schedule for next week, and then the rest of the fight nights.
It's hard to recall him being this accurate in pass.
I mean, he is so sharp, and not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy. Nice kick. That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Nice knee to the face. My good. Oh, those punches.
Cut on that shot. He is starting to bleed here. And now he's got that tight clinch.
We're going to the 5th and final round of this championship fight in the main event. Welterweight championship is on the line. 5 minutes left to go. Maybe to high school next year. It's pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope. Gotta keep those strides going, guys.
Type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight.
Keep those strides going.
All right, single collar tie now. And now he's got the tie clinch.
His opponent got him in the clinch. He needs to break away and get back to his range.
66 head punches for Burns, 60 for Gall. I mean, these guys are really, man, this has been a hell of a welterweight bout. And it's always when Gilbert Burns is on, you know it's going to be a phenomenal and just epic fight. You're going to talk about for days. And that's honestly what we're seeing here.
Big, powerful punch land. Now he gets back to range. Very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Honestly, in all seriousness, you know, if there's one piece of advice I can give, and I've seen this a lot happen, what a knee to the face, first off. That's advice number one. But also, for advice, never give in to peer pressure. And this, if you think this happens just like when you're younger, it happens to adults, happens to a lot of people. Never give in to peer pressure. If you know it's wrong, don't do it.
He's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
If you know, if it seems sketchy, don't do it. If it doesn't, if it seems something you're going to think about later on, because oh man, was this okay? Don't do it. Save yourself the headache.
Gall's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here.
Just a minute and 25 seconds left in this fight. Will there be a stoppage? Will we go into a judge's decision? The judges have been very busy tonight.
All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
20 seconds left. You see Mickey Gall desperate to try to do anything to get some type of advantage.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing.
You know, it was such an even battle. I'm having a hard time figuring out who actually won this fight. The judges have to figure that out themselves as we go on to the judges' decision.
All right, so a competitive title fight tonight, Daniel, as many expected. The official decision is in. It resides with
the official decision in.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3
Remember, folks, we still have the awards to hand out too. 49-45, okay.
And still,
Gilbert Burns retains the championship here tonight. He is 12-4 now. Mickey Gall gets the L, only his 3rd loss of the year, and he is still the champ.
This was a title fight that really had it all. And again,
congrats to Gilbert Burns, man, on winning this fight, winning the main event. Just have one more part of the stream, as you guys know. It is the awards. Fight of the night. Wow, it actually went to. I would actually say fight of the night was McMahon and Holmes. And performance of the night submission definitely went to Mila Wineland. With that being said, everybody, please do leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to BVTV. We'll see you on Saturday, anywhere from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time for the Halloween special. We'll see you then, everybody. Stay off the hook.